Welcome, everyone. I told you it was gonna happen this time. Like, there ain't no way in hell I'm getting freaking sick again and then not playing this game. So, though I guess to be fair, I feel like it was better to, I'm already blanking on stuff. Like, to take a break in between, because, like, playing things back to back, I mean, it's cool, and it helps, like, with the flow of everything, because, like I said, I already know for a fact, like, there's previous, like, characters in the previous game that will make reappearances here. I think I already mentioned, you know, just from, like, the cover of the game, like, you can tell, like, who's gonna be in the game and who's not. So, like, there's obviously gonna be previous characters and stuff like that, and I'm sure a bunch of new characters. So it's better for, like, the flow of everything, the even flow of things, to just play games back to back. But, like, I also kind of think on the fact that it's like, well, if you take a break between and kind of do something else and come back to it, then when you get to, like, meet those characters again, it kind of, like, I don't know, it feels more impactful, or, like, it's almost like, oh, I haven't seen this character in forever, oh my god, I'm so glad they're back in the game, or something like that. I don't know, like, I feel like it makes, like, returning to sequels of games and stuff and seeing these characters again, especially if there's, like, a time jump. It's like, oh man, I haven't seen this character in forever. Oh, and then you kind of get you get more of, like, a giddy feeling. At least that's just kind of, like, my personal opinion. But at the same time, it's like, it helps memory-wise, like, what's happening. So, if you play games back to back. But anyway, we're jumping into the sequel of AI Somnium Files. This one's Nirvana Initiate. I probably should check the options before I, like, dive right in, because you know me and, audio balancing may be kind of funky in the first episode, because I should have the same settings I had last time, so it shouldn't be loud. I mean, like, I thought the game was good the first time around. Like, I balanced it pretty well, so. Anyway, let's get into this shit. I'm excited. New game. Oh, it's giving me this thing again. Okay, yeah, standard, we know the jip. Standard, investigation part QT standard, somnium part standard. Start the game with this difficulty. Yes. We ain't no pussies out here. This game features autosave. When the save icon is displayed at the bottom right, please do not exit the game. Okay, I'm exiting the game now. Thank you all so much for watching. This story is a work of fiction. Any resemblance of actual people, organizations, product names, and locations are coincidental. It's like 1,000 Ways to Die. Names have been changed to protect the identities of the deceased. We don't want you to know the freaking idiot who decided to fuck a raccoon. A Strange Tale. Converge Chapter 1. Or Chapter 0, my bad. 2/10. So we're in February? What the hell? Hey, it's Boss! And who the hell's this guy? Ryuki. Well, this guy seems kind of important. So... where am I? You okay, Ryuki? Alright, let's keep going. Next question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability? Yes, just in case. Inspecting people and objects will progress the story. You can freely move the cursor and camera. First, look around and set the cursor on objects that interest you. Hey, boss, I didn't realize you were already gonna make a freaking... Where are we, by the way? Why are there weird spectral people around here? What's up, boss? I kind of actually forget what her real name was again. Wasn't it like Shizune or something like that? I forget. I don't know. We always just call her boss, so. If you're also new to, if you didn't see me play the first game, I highly recommend it. Because like I said, she's already a reappearance character. Boss was obviously the lead, that like the chief of Abyss. And was our boss, or Date's boss, of the investigation squad. So, yes, we already have a reappearance character here. So, I highly recommend that you go check out the first game if you haven't already. Alright, that's enough spiel on that. Where am I? What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about? What am I doing here? Just press the button already. You see the button on the table, right? Push it and you get to answer the question. What was the question again? In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability? If you know the answer, spit it out. Boss. A monitor. Monitor. Who are you? You feeling alright there, Mr. Ryuki? Why do you look like that? Look like what? Can you hear the question again? How about this? I'll repeat the question for you, okay? In Indian mythology, what is the name of half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability? Now remember, the other teams can press the button too if they know the answer. It's that button right on top of your table. It would appear that I'm on a quiz show as one of the contestants. The person asking the questions must be the host. But why is he all blue? Why are you blue? Maybe he's feeling down? He seems to be a host. Camera. A door. Table. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I got like an owl neck? What the hell? Alright. Tama. Who's Tama? I guess this my AI, I guess. Oh, because that's true. Ryuki has different color eyes, so he has the same deal with Aiba. You know what I mean? Because like Aiba was in Date's eye and he had like a separate yellow eye. But Ryuki has a separate red eye, so this must be our AI, or Ryuki's AI. I'm assuming we're playing as Ryuki. I don't know. That's the answer button for the quiz. Why don't you press it? Tama, you mean this button? Yeah, you better hurry, or the other teams are going to answer before you. Beano! And there we go! Team Popo was the quickest, and your answer is... Place the cursor on the host to try answering the quiz question. Check. Date! Hey! Isn't it a satyr? Okay, let's try and, let's try and not fuck up the first question of the game and be stupid. So, I know it's not Centaur or Date. I thought, but the thing is, I thought satyrs or satyrs were like musical people. Is that the wrong mythology, though? Because I feel like, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Indian mythology. Like, I absolutely know dick shit about Indian mythology. And I've heard of a satyr before. Like, that sounds like something, like, that sounds like a musical thing. But the thing is, because I've heard of it, means that it's probably not Indian mythology. It might be like musical from like a musical person from like Greek or Roman mythology or some shit. Like I might be thinking the wrong mythology. So it's probably, if I had to process of elimination, it's gotta be a Gandharva. Okay. Whew. Process of elimination 1 for me. That is correct. The answer is Gandharva. Team Popo gets 10 points for a correct answer. Good job, Ryuki. Keep it up. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's keep going then, shall we? Next question. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings? What? No, not you, Mr. Ryuki. The question is for the person on the other side. Who was that? Wait, what? Why are we still dealing with the new Cyclops serial killings? What a strange quiz. You think so? It seems like a normal quiz to me. Well, boss, you're kind of you are kind of like eccentric, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with that comment in the last game when you were like, ooh, lick between my toes, like, ugh. I thought I heard a voice just now. Yes. Yes? The new Cyclops serial killings. The questions in this quiz aren't aimed at you, Ryuki. They're for you, on the other side. I don't understand what you're saying. Are they referring to like Mimi or like Date? Boss is sitting next to me. Burrito. I know everything about the new Cyclops serial killings. I played the last game. Ho! And Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer. But before you do, I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings. The incident in which many victims got their eye gouged out and murdered. Are you or are you not familiar with it? This will determine if we can dig into the details of the incident in the coming 6 days. In other words, we're asking if we can give you spoilers for the next game. But don't worry, even if you don't know anything about it, it won't affect you and how you progress through the game. Oh, interesting. So it is actually referring to me. The new Cyclops serial killings is what you're about to experience. They've got nothing to do with each other. Promise. So please, just tell me honestly, are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings? Yes, we played the last game. I am. Are you sure? Don't be lying now. Let's give you a simple test just to make sure. The one who resolved the new Cyclops serial killings was Kaname Date of Abyss. On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit. Who was that someone? No need to give me their last name. It was Momo, right? First name only, please. Or no, it was Mizuki. Right? It was Mizuki was shot in the leg. Momo was shot in the gut. Mizuki. Okay. Oh, not bad. You're correct, but you could have gotten lucky. Just how about we go for one more round? Who is the true culprit of the new Cyclops serial killings? Answer with just the first name again, please. Let's have it. Saito. Saejima, but it was Saito, right? Saito. Wonderful! That's another right answer! Sorry for doubting you. You really do know about the new Cyclops serial killings. Oh, did you hear that sound? That means the next question will be the last. Are you ready? A precognitive dream is a dream that lets you see the future. But these precognitive dreams, are they really, truly, real? Whoa, bro, that's a deep question. I don't think I can answer that. That's like an existential crisis question. Am I, Oh! Oh! It can't be. What's wrong, Ryuki? Are you okay? Boss! What a way to start the game. Well, that's cool that they kind of like incorporated, like, have you played the other game before? Dude, some soccer, let's go. Or football in every other country. We know who that is, baby. Yes, sir. There she is, grown up. Mizuki. Looks like she took over. And Aiba, let's go! Oh my god, they're already giving us all the yeah! We get to play Mizuki and Aiba again. Let's go, let's go. Be careful, Mizuki. I detect a biological response. 3 o'clock, distance of 315 feet, in the middle row of the seats. Oh shit, a sniper? What the hell's going on? Whoa! Boom. Yeah! Did she really just fucking deflect a bullet with a pipe? Holy shit. Does Mizuki need to do porno mags too to increase her reaction time? Look. Okay, well, Mizuki, that's true. I probably should mature her voice a little bit because she's older now. What the? Are they gonna shoot us without warning us like that? It would have been stranger if they announced their intentions first. Who's the target? And where are they? It's too dark and they're too far away. Calm down, Mizuki. You can use my functions. Functions? Remember your training?
Remember your training, Mizuki. Everything that Date taught you.
Oh, right. Boom. Night vision. Aiba, zoom in. Night vision mode. Roger that. X-ray. Use X-ray next. Understood. Found you. Who is that? Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female. Oh, so she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it. Why else would another girl target me? You can't think of any other reason? Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know. That's why the other girls don't like me much. I am fairly certain that has more to do with your personality. Mizuki, load Evolver with stun grenade round. You should be able to knock out your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them. Got it. We're just loading a flashbang into this bitch? What the fuck? Dude, this Evolver's so cool. Okay, it's ready. I will display the aiming reticle. Take aim and pull the trigger. On it. Oh shit. Boom. Bada bing. What's with this girl? Bada boom. That was a big flashbang. Where did she go now? Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit. Huh? We can't let them get away. Mizuki, wait! Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly... There's something there. Yes. Hey! That's... You recognize him? Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's...
Why is he in the ground like that?
The left half of his body. His name is Jin Fray. I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Devada? or Vita? Is the D silent? I'm gonna say Devita. At Studio Devita, the right half of his body. So it seems to me that whoever's doing these killings is splitting people in half. Way more gruesome than just taking people's eyeballs out, so. Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together. Oh, not the game show again. Boss? Where am I? Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream? Ha 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 ha! Oh man, the gang's like almost all here. Mr. Ryuki, you're working under boss, right? Or why does it keep saying Mizuki? I think it's Ryuki. Mr. Ryuki, you know you're working under boss. Boss, have you been giving him vacation time? She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours too. I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the stratum corneum of my heels every once in a while. Ha 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 ha! Hey Ryuki, are you sure you're alright? Oh, yeah.
Alright, now that Mr. Ryuki is awake, let's get back to it, shall we? Here we go. Why is this dude fucking cube head? What is this, Minecraft? What is going on? I'm more lost than anything else than I was in the first game. What is this game show? What is going on? Here we go. Next question. Which Taoist symbol shaped like interlocking black and white commas represents the origin of all things?
Your mom? What the? A blackout?
What are we standing around for? Get the lights! Yeah, I'm on it.
Fray to free? Ah! So wait, this actually happened? This game show is real? I mean, Iris is a streamer, so I guess maybe, like, they did a little fun thing with everyone. So it looks to me that Mizuki is now like fulfilling Date's shoes and is now like the lead investigator of Abyss working under boss. Assuming it's still Abyss unless they change the whole spiel, but yeah, so we're playing as Mizuki. I don't want to give too much, like, if I spend too much time like telling you what all these characters mean, it's gonna like, I don't know. To me, it's like, if you want to know what happens in the first game, just go watch the first game. A lot of these characters are like characters that appeared in the last game, so I don't want to have to explain every time someone that we know is on screen again. But I guess to give you a little background in case like you're stubborn and don't want to go watch me play the first one or whatever, just watch the first game. Mizuki, her parents were murdered by the new Cyclops serial killing, which, if you don't know, the new Cyclops serial killing, Saito Saejima, who's the son of a congressman, basically went batshit crazy, and he only found enjoyment and happiness in killing people. And he devised a fucking over-the-top plan to basically swap his consciousness, basically use the device, the Somnium device that we use to jump into people's minds. He used that device to change consciousness with people and then kill them. So he was basically swapping bodies with everyone, killing them. That was the whole overarching thing. Mizuki's parents were obviously caught in the crossfires of all this. They were murdered. Mizuki was then adopted by Kaname Date, who was the lead investigator at the time of Abyss, working under boss. Obviously, there's a lot of things that Date does with Mizuki. Like, she's kind of like a vital character in the game, yada, yada, yada. They go through this whole thing, and there's even like an ending you can get in the first game that's like, you know, they hug it out, they thug it out, and all that stuff. So, Mizuki is basically like the adoptive daughter of Kaname Date. And we're now basically filling his shoes. Boss is obviously the chief of Abyss, and we work under her. This is Boss. I forget. Her real name's like Shizune Kuzune or something like, I forget. It's something like that. They only mention it like one time in the game, so I don't really remember. Everyone just calls her Boss, but that's a little bit of the backstory. I'm not going to try and divulge too much of it. Just know that, like, if you really want to know what the fuck happened and how these characters connect, go watch the first game. Also, well, that's true. Aiba's the AI in our brain. Technically, she's our eyeball. She's Mizuki's left eyeball, I presume. Whatever the yellow one was. Aiba, she's the AI in our brain, and she's the one that helped us through the game. She was Date's partner for a while. So that's actually a good question for people who are veterans to this game and watch me play the first one. I have a question, where is Kaname Date now? Because if Aiba is in Mizuki now, then where's Date? Did he, like, retire or something? So I'm kind of curious about that, if he's going to make a reappearance. But, whoa, holy shit. Wait, should I turn down the fucking speed of the cursor? Yeah, it feels like shit's like, whoa. I feel like that feels way too fast. Hold on. Can I, menu? Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Access many functions such as file flowchart options from the menu. You can auto-save the game whenever you want, Okay, we know. If you want to exit the game, you can go back to top menu, I don't know how to play the game. Okay, seems like everything's still the same. Options. I guess, well, hang on. Let's see what kind of files we have, because maybe this would be a better explanation of, file will allow you to check key terms and information. This will be populated as you progress the story. Okay, so it's literally the exact same as the first game. Okay. I don't think we even have names yet. Okay. Oh, person's present. Oh, we don't even have that yet. Okay. Appendix. Forward. Abyss. Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. This document was written for Abyss investigators. I, an Abyss officer, am the auditor. I have collected information from AI balls and selected information that I thought needed additional explanation. This might contain information that you already know, but it is included here just in case. Investigations are dangerous. You might lose your memory due to an accident. You can use this to regain your memory if that happens. Abyss. Remark location, multiple errors. Explanation. The acronym for Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. Abyss was obviously, you know, what Date was under. I kind of explained that. They are located in the 6th basement floor of Police HQ, and as their name implies, they dive into the human brain and investigate criminal cases. They are supposed to be private, secret organization, but they became known to the public during the new Cyclops serial killings. However, they are still unofficial, underground, and not to be spoken of. X-ray vision. AI balls are equipped with X-ray vision. The X-rays are not shot out of the AI ball itself. They are actually constant radiation raining down from the Earth from outer space called space radiation. AI balls utilize this space radiation, which includes X-rays, to use X-ray vision. Its functions similar to X-ray exams at the doctor's, so unfortunately no underwear, naked ladies, or first chakras can be seen with it. Evolver. An exciting, Aiba. Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. An exciting Voltic versatile gun is given to all Abyss investigators. Evolver is an acronym for this gun, EV-Vol-Ver. By using magnetism, it is capable of shooting many different kinds of bullets. Mizuki's Evolver is unique and called the Evolver MC, meaning Mizuki Custom. Yeah, hers looks fucking more dope than Date's. In Indian mythology, it is the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense. They do not eat meat, but they are carnal. Popo. It was like Team Popo as in police. Nickname for police officers. It's meant to be somewhat derogatory. That's funny. Trivia. Wait, isn't this where they probably should have put the, like, Guevara shit? Basic information, AI ball, basic information bonus, Tama's room. I've been Tama's room. I'll probably learn all about that later. Okay, well, I figured we might have, like, picked up some extra, like, knowledge or whatever, just to, so that way I don't have to do all the explaining. Anywho, just, I would highly recommend you watch the first game if you're, like, enjoying or want to, like, understand what's happening in this universe. Because obviously, I know what happened, so I'm going to select the options that are like, oh, yes, I know what happened, or I know this, I know that. Unfortunately, if you... I kind of did just spoil, like, a major plot point of AI Somnium Files, like the first game. So if, like, you're new and you didn't watch me play the first one, well, I kind of just spoiled, like, everything that just fucking happened. Especially answering those two questions in the host game, like, knowing who did the Cyclops serial killings. Like, that is, like, the biggest spoiler of the entire game. So, anywho, let's get on with it. Why are you here? Why are you here? Do you know I'm the commander of Abyss, right? Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at the crime scene in person? This is a special case. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse. At Studio Nevada. And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case. By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings, so named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as the Terror. Their identity is unknown. 6 years have passed since the Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find any promising leads. I already know that. You don't have to explain it. Well, you kind of need to for me because I'm new to this. About Date. Why? What is it? Well, wait, we know that's not how Date actually looks. Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything. I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in the explosion 6 years ago. And has been missing ever since. Date's body was never recovered from the scene. Don't worry, I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am certain he's at the Hot Springs District in Atami or someplace, spending his time in leisure. If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in the boiling water myself. Will you let me investigate this case? Of course. Not. What? Why not? Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sakaba High. But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left. The point is, you're still a student. Then why did you let me join Abyss? Because I thought you had potential as a sinker. I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were the factor as well. But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for a month now, and way too early to be put into the field. I want to be on this case no matter what. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Please, boss. I have to. This case is... Can you not give me those puppy dog eyes? You know I'm weak to puppy dog eyes. Fine. But promise me one thing. Swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous or illegal, no matter what. Yeah, I swear. I swear. And one more thing. I am your superior. You should address me with a little more respect. 10-4, boss man. I'm ready. I read you loud and clear. Do you? Negative, Ghost Rider. Boss, she's my direct superior now. Yo, is Kagami still here? Did you find anything? Oh, no. I just started investigating, really. About the body. Weird, though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago, but the body shows up now. Aren't you cold? Nah, the lining and the heating has heating in the wire and wires in it, so I'm warm. Thank you for your concern, though. Caught from this jurisdiction. Please, please, ask his name.
I have a bad feeling about this, but you really want to know my name? Yeah, then I'll tell you. But please don't forget it, okay? Got it. My name is Kagami. Huh? Kagami. Huh. Okay, I'll remember that. Here it comes. I knew this would happen. I'll say it one more time. My name is Kagami. I told you it's Kagami! I know his name already. I don't think I need to ask it again. I think I know his name already. I probably don't need to ask. His name is, what was it again? Hey, what's your name again? Give me a break! Even in the next game, we're still fucking with him. Let's go! If any of you that don't know the first game, Kagami is basically the NPC that we fuck around with. Kaname Date that you play as in the main game, you can ask him that same question like throughout the game, because he's basically a repeat NPC that'll show up at crime scenes, and you can keep asking for his name. And that's basically the running gag with this character, is that you don't ever remember his name. So even in this game, Mizuki is now like carrying on the Date legacy of never remembering his name. I think at some point it ended up being like Kaniza or some shit like that. It's funny. I love that. I love gags like this. Like, they just don't stop, man. I love it. Even in this game, we're still fucking with them. How's the investigation going? I finished gathering DNA samples. It's been sent to forensics now. I'm sure the results will be out shortly. Do you recognize the body? Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Fray. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died. And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too. Were you at the studio by any chance? You don't remember? We did talk a bit. I'm sorry, I don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression, in a good way. In a good way? By the way, what's with this ma'am? Abyss is high-level organization in the police department. You do technically outrank me, ma'am. Huh? Really? But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me. What? For real? I can be casual with you? Do you want to get your ass kicked? Oh, sorry, ma'am. An inspector isn't checking something. You're... What the fuck? I don't like this dude's like Jew-fro and pencil mustache, bro. What the hell? He kind of seems like Yakuza. Dude, is he one of like Moma's men that like joined Abyss or something? What? You really don't know? I'm Detective Ushidera, Special Investigation Officer, MPD. Introduce myself. I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okiura, 18 years old, a high schooler attending Sakaba High, an all-girls school, right? But Okiura is your former name, and you've been adopted by Date, if I remember correctly. You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found? So I take it you were there too? Yeah, back when I was on the investigation team, though you were 12 at the time, so can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. The boss lady here got her claws in you, huh? This little girl gets hired as an investigator. Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed. Abyss is particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures. Know anything? I should be asking you. You're the one who discovered the body, right? You were also at the studio 6 years ago when the other half was found. Quite a coincidence, don't you think? What are you trying to say? Why did you come here? I got a Nile message. It said HB Stadium. That could be referring to the case 6 years ago, right? The half-body serial killings. I need to know more about the case. It changed my life forever. So that's why I came. About the Nile message. Who sent that message? I don't know. It was sent from an account that signed up with a fake name. Someone must have wanted me to discover the body. Someone. Maybe the culprit. Why would the culprit do that to you? I don't know. There is one more thing we don't know. The masked woman who shot us earlier. She could be a person of interest. Who could this person of interest be? And why did she try to kill you? Any leads? Haven't found anything yet, though there is something I didn't find that's particularly interesting. You didn't notice? Look at the field. You'll see what I mean. It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet. Yeah. By the way, Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me. What's that? This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything particular? No, nothing particular. The turf runs at a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However, there aren't any footprints. Indeed. Then how did the body? Unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky or rose up from the ground. Or they teleported here. Teleported? I was joking. Don't take it seriously. There isn't a trace or any disturbance on the field, so how did the body get here? There isn't any trace or disturbance on the field. Okay. He's the detective called Ushidera. Empty seats. It's where the spectators enter. A holographic boundary line. The stadium lights. Alright, I guess we should, I will get more shocking facts. I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago. What? 9 hours ago? And it's currently 9 o'clock, so it would mean he was killed around 12, but his first half was discovered 6 years ago. What? Wait, hold on. 6 years ago, hold that thought. There's more. But wait, there's more. As you can see, the body was cut in two. There are no external wounds on the body. It appears he was sliced in half while he was still alive. As for what was used to cut him, I am sorry, but it cannot be determined. What do you mean? Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it is not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either. Then what was it? As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at a molecular level. He was atomized? Bum bum bum! There is hardly any blood left on the body. It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground. Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location. His body was cut at a molecular level about 9 hours ago. Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode? Yeah, it's unlikely, but maybe the right half of his body is buried in the ground. You could simply flip over the body. No way, I don't want to see that cut, especially not down there. In that case, how's this? Thanks, I see now. The body is definitely just the half left, or the left half. I can see a skeleton of the body's left half. Oh. It's an evidence marker. Well,
Oh. That's definitely Jin Fray. Yeah, the same face we saw 6 years ago at Studio Nirvana. Jin was a young industrialist. He was quite famous and often made media appearances. This cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look like him. About 6 years ago, Jin Furay's body was discovered in Studio Nirvana, and now the left half of his body was found here at the stadium. Wait, can I skip? Oh, close. I could have closed that this whole time. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to leave that up there. And now his left half was found here at the stadium, and yet his time of death is 12 o'clock today, which means that half his body was alive very recently. What the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out. Aiba, hell yeah! It's good to see you, Aiba. I missed you. Aiba. Hold on. Did Aiba just appear? Yeah. Wait, let me put my earphones in. Can you hear me, boss? Yeah, loud and clear. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm glad she's still rocking the same fit. I do like that fit, Aiba. Not any particular reason why I like that fit, but I do like that fit. I'm sorry. What if Jin has a twin brother? I looked into Jin Furay's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there's no record of him ever having siblings. What if the right and left half belong to different people? I, of course, did consider it a possibility. Both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on DNA results. What if his body was frozen? There are no signs of him having been frozen. The half body was definitely alive until just recently. What if he was still alive with just the left half? What? I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body. I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together? No, there are no traces of that. And were you two just being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord are completely severed in two. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's some pretty stupid people in this world. Maybe you don't need to function with half your brain. I don't know. It's a possibility. What is that? The left brain's your, logical side, right? Well, actually, that means that's the one that's here. So the right half was just the creative side. So we don't really need that, right? Yeah, your right half's your emotional and creative side, is it not? So yeah, we don't need emotions. We don't need creativity out here. We just need our logical thinking and our problem-solving skills. I have no idea what's going on, but this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago, which means that the half-body case isn't over yet. 6 years ago, I was 12. I obviously wasn't in Abyss then. I wasn't part of the investigation at all. I didn't know much about the case. I did see some of the investigation documents during my training, but the information there wasn't much better than the information on the internet, so I couldn't get the full picture. Hey Aiba, how much do you know about HB serial killings? As you know, my knowledge of this case is about the same as yours. Due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all my memories from a few days before that point, and due to the poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups. What about you, boss? Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported. What about the stuff he didn't report? I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Maybe we could sync with him. I don't know. This game is kind of about jumping into the brains of people.
Aiba, where is Ryuki now? I've determined the location from Tama's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho. Once you can move to a different area, a map will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Use map to open. Okay, it's just the same as before. I will actually, let's get a save game. Worried about life? Sure. What does that mean? What did I just do? Oh, whoa. Aiba's room. This is Aiba's room. You can communicate with Aiba, ask for life advice, or dress her in different clothes. Oh. An experienced AI will give you advice. Worried about school? Mm-hmm. Oh. Relationships in school troublesome? I don't have any friends. I can see how that would be difficult. That can happen sometimes. But you don't have to push yourself that hard. There are many things that you can do alone. Trying to get into an established circle of friends can be difficult. People will become your friends naturally. You don't have to go out of your way to make them. But if you want one right now, at this moment, I'll be your friend. Hell yeah, I'm friends with Aiba. Let's go. I didn't mean to I didn't realize that it was gonna jump me into some life advice already. I appreciate your support, Aiba. Yes, I appreciate yours. So I can dress her up. You can change your outfit here, and the changed outfit will be applied in cleared chapters. Different outfits will be added to the bonus menu as you level up your evaluation class. They can be purchased by using eyeballs. Don't worry, I'm cute in any outfit. Okay. This is weird. I turned to the dark side. Alright, this is cool. Looks good on Tama. It looks good on me. Okay, so Tama must be some kind of weird... You can put a shark head on her? Modern sharks can appear anywhere. Land, sea, or air. This mess makes me want to escape within 9 hours. Oh my god. Zombie Aiba, no! Well, this is an interesting feature. This was not, in the game beforehand. Sweet, so we actually have, a little, I don't know. Okay, so that's Aiba's room. Interesting, okay. I mean, I'm sure the flowchart's gonna be, nothing. Flowchart will allow you to check the flow of the story and branching points. This will be populated with chapters as you progress the story. When you select a chapter from the destination list, you can jump to different points of the story. Nice. Okay, so it looks like our protagonists are Mizuki and Ryuki. We just play a Mizuki side and a Ryuki side. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously we don't... This is still, chapter fucking 0, so we got, absolutely nothing, so... We're still, in the tutorial phase of the game. Yes, please. Data is saved. Okay. File. Okay, person. Okay, here we go. Let's dive into some of this. Mizuki Date, sex female, age 18, birthday July 6, profession Abyss Special Agent, Sakuba High Senior, businesswoman. Businesswoman. Likes Aiba Iris Metal Pipe Evolver MC. Oh, she doesn't like Date. Damn. Dislikes raw fish porno mag collectors. Oh, that's why she doesn't. Okay, so she hates Date. Okay. Hobbies: raising it's the weird minnow things, and collecting Adore Rabbit merch. Skills: beating up bad guys, motorcycle riding. Overview: even though she's a high schooler, she was hired as an Abyss special agent by boss. Aiba. Name Aiba, sex female, according to settings. Age 12. Well, obviously we know she was just created. She's an AI, so that's just kind of her AI age. Birthday, November 9th. Profession, investigation assistant. Likes insects, spiders, crustaceans. A0F5 5301B63F. Is that like another code for like Mizuki and because we know that she in her thingamajig, like her profile in the first game, she in binary spelled out Date in her likes, so she liked Date. And actually that's the whole thing with the whole like 41205 code. That's kind of like the translation from binary into like normal like alphabetical lettering, and then that's how you get Date. And that's also the code we used to like basically kill Saito in the end of the game with the whole like explosion thing. It was code 41205. Dislikes: passing I am not a robot tests on websites. Hobbies: dancing, sympathizing with Salmon. What? Skills: hacking, fluoroscopy, voice imitation, 3D modeling. Overview: AI Ball, an autonomous robot with an advanced AI. She's usually in the shape of an eyeball. She assists Mizuki with her investigation. Does not remember anything from the case 6 years ago. I'm seeing a reoccurring theme with this whole, like, I forget everything from 6 years ago. Boss. Oh, they actually put her name in here. Oh, it's Shizue Kuranushi. That was it. Okay. Shizue Kuranushi. Sex female, age 49. Birthday, December 21st. Profession: Commander of Abyss. Likes wine, gore dolls, anything shiny and black. Dislikes: tidying up, nuclear families, ex-boyfriends, and her superiors at HQ. Hobbies: frequenting host clubs in Kubakicho. Skills: finding weaknesses and exploiting them to ensure total obedience. Overview: Ryuki's direct superior, Mizuki's adoptive mother, and Date's old friend. Wait. So Date didn't adopt her, or did he? Wait. Did Boss and Date have a thing? I thought but wait. I thought Date was gonna get married to Hitomi because that was his actual love interest. Well, I'm so confused now. This lore is kind of weird. What happened between the first and second game? I'm so lost now. Because how the first game ends was that Date was like gonna end up with Hitomi. Because like they had the thing together. Unless like because Date's gone now, she became Mizuki's adopted. That could be the case. Because obviously Date's apparently missing now. Anywho, and Date's old friend. Her mood changes on a daily basis. She gives off a carefree vibe, but she's as cunning as a fox. Detective. Mikoto Ushidera, male, 48, January 4th. Profession: police HQ detective. Likes caramel, chocolate, biscuits, ice cream. Dislikes threats, foxes. Oh, so he probably doesn't like Boss. Hobby is mobile games. Skills: can use cling warp without messing it up. Overview: police HQ special investigations detective. His department specializes in cold cases. 6 years ago, Ushidera was in a different department, but since the HB case was unsolved, he moved. Inspector. Oh, they cut off That's hilarious. Arya Sex male, 36, July 20th. A detective of Police HQ Forensics Division. Likes ear cleaning, dandelions, afro, angel hair. Dislikes Calantro, Ginkgo, people who don't memorize his name. Hobbies: train, surging, extreme ironing. Skills: playing dead. Overview: a talented inspector. He was assigned to the case by Police HQ due to his impressive skills. He's looking for a girlfriend, but addicted to dating apps. Hell yeah. I'm so glad they cut his name off. I'm so glad he's like an actual entry. Intern. Short for internship. It is usually the training period when entering a company. It also refers to the training itself and the trainee. I wish we had a cute intern. Well, you know, don't we all, I guess. Forensics. Forensics performs appraisals and inspects and develops new technology. Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction refers to where an incident happens and which police officer is in charge of the incident. For example, if something happens in Tokuorizawa, Saitama, or the Tokuorizawa station will take care of that incident. Sinker, person who sinks. Sync. Sync is short for photosynaptic neurocoupling. The act of going into someone's brain is syncing. Because the sinker goes deep into the subconscious, the term is a play on words of sync and synchronize. You know what? I know they made this game before I played the first one, but that would have been fucking helpful to know before jumping into the first game. Now, granted, I understand that most people who play this game normally are going to turn on the voices and just play the game naturally, but obviously I like doing the voice work. No offense to the voice actors, but like that's part of the enjoyment, is like the sauce, the boss spice, is that I do all the voices. I would have loved to know that it's a play on the words of sync and synchronize, because that's how I would say those words. If you haven't watched the first playthrough, the first game's playthrough, for like at least a quarter to a half of the game, I called it sciencing, or the science. Because technically that's how I would pronounce that word legitimately. Because you don't say syncology, you say psychology. So when there's a PSY, to me, that should be pronounced psi, not sing. And that's where I got confused. So for the whole first like half of the game, I literally was going like, oh, the sciencer. Oh, the sciencer. We got a science. Not realizing that like there was a whole like metaphor about sinking into the whatever. And I was like, oh my fucking god, it's sync. So here, at least they freaking spelled it out for you clearly, so I don't make that dumbass mistake again. But it is sinker, sink, sinking. Oh. Special Investigations Office. A special investigation force which specializes in cold cases. Devada. Name of a video capture studio. It's derived from the Hindu word of dualism. Nile. An SNS service that allows for communication via messages or voice via smartphone, tablet, or PC. You can even get A-set stickers. Make sure you get those right away. Hell yeah, A-set, you bet. Also, if you don't know, Iris from the first game, that was her, like, streamer name. It was A-set. It was also a name that came from Date himself. See, that's the other thing. Like, Date is such an important figure in a lot of these people's lives, so it's like, I hope that, like, he isn't just, like, passed up as some, like, random-ass character, because it's like, I get that, like, we had enough of our fill with Date in the first game, but I still would like to, hopefully he makes, like, a reappearance, or at least, like, the story behind his disappearance is explained. Anywho, let's move on. Golden Yokocho. Well, I'm glad this game is still giving me, like, the same vibes, same, like, UI and everything, so I shouldn't have an issue of, like, figuring out what I'm doing. So this is, like, Ryuki's side of the story. So wait, if this was 6 years ago, he already kind of looks 18 now. Ryuki, I mean. So does that mean he's in his 20s? Unless he's already in his 20s and now he's like in his 30s. Where am I? Hey, what's going on with you? Memory problems? Brain disorder or something? You look like you're losing it a little. No, it's nothing. Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kubukicho. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun. But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up. So in other words, he flaked on her. The boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement. So she called up her obedient underling, huh? How convenient. Yeah, you remember now? Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy. Oh, so Tama told you, after I asked her not to. Who's in charge of the case? Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it? What?
Me? I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign it to a rookie, but then again, you have a reliable partner with you. I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation. About the body. I'm assuming Tama's gonna be a hot mama. With that comment alone, she's probably gonna be like the opposite of Iba, and she's probably gonna be like a fucking Amazonian big-tittied, big-ass woman. It's Jin Fray, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. But this is so strange. Why just his right half? Boss, I report directly to her. Her name. Mizuki Date, 12 years old. Her former name is Okiura, but she was adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date. See, I was right. So it must just be because Date disappeared, Boss adopted Mizuki. But the thing is, like, the first game ended with the whole, like, let's, like, start a family type of deal. Like, Date was, like, assuming, like, hopefully gonna marry Iris's mom, who is, why am I blanking on names now? Holy shit. What the hell? Why can't I think of her name? What the fuck? I said it earlier. Hitomi. I thought they were gonna, like, end up as a thing, and, like, they would kind of just raise Iris and Mizuki together, so it just seems kind of weird that, like, in the present day now, it's like Mizuki is, like, adopted by Boss, and I guess that's just because Date's disappearance. I already read that. That's why and the thing is, what confuses me is that that's not Date. Okay, I'm sorry, like, if you have not played the first game, I am gonna fucking spoil, like, basically everything about the first game. So I highly recommend, if you don't want to be spoiled, go and watch the first game, or play the first game yourself. I don't fucking care. This is my fucking last final, like, before I'm just basically gonna jump into everything spoiler about the first game, okay? Your last chance. Everyone that needs to go can go watch the first one and then come back to this one. Alright, we're good. That is not actually Date. That is Saito Saijima's body. We know that. Because the whole conscious swap thing. So that's actually Saito's original body. We just happen through all the switching, Date ends up in his body, and that's how we play most of the game. We play most of the game as Kaname Date in Saito Saijima's body. We know that Falco, the character, the number 89 in prison, Falco is Date's actual body. He was the police officer / hired gun, or detective / hired gun. We know that's his actual body. So it's weird to me that they're showing this image as Date, because we know that's not Date. And I'm wondering if the true ending to the first game is not the true ending and the canon ending to the start of this game. I'm wondering if they're taking the whole spin of it that, like, we failed to save, like, everyone at the end of the first game, and Date, or, like, maybe the way Saito was stopped in the first game is that Date risked his life to save him. But even still, they already swapped consciousness by then. Saito got back into his original body, and Falco, or we know as Date, got his body back. So I'm just a little confused as to how they're progressing the story, because this obviously is a sequel. So I guess at this point, I'm trying to figure out what's canon and what's not. Because I know that's not Date. That's not his original body. But it's weird that they're kind of presenting it as such. And maybe part of it is like, well, we don't want to, like, kind of, like, spoil everything about the first game, but, like, I thought that's what the whole Q&A at the beginning of the game was for. Like, I know of the first game. Like, they were basically ratting out anyone that actually played the first game or is new to the game. So that's just interesting to me. Sorry. I know I'm probably going to, like, be on a couple of spiels, like, off-tangent things about, like, the story previously and up to, but I want to connect the dots. And right now, like, none of the dots are really connecting.
aside from the fact that some characters make a reappearance. That's why I've met her a few times before. Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had too many rounds. Where's Mr. Date? I don't know. I'm not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at the cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzu on that Reika chick's fat thighs. What are you doing? What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out, so I'm helping her calm down. When are you letting me leave anyway? That other detective said that you still had questions you needed to ask, so... Do you know the victim? Of course, Jin Fray, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times. Her name is Mizuki Date. She's a 6th grader. Yeah, isn't that fun? It's funny from the first game. Like, she's a 6th grader, yet she was like, in the first game, you see her like beat the shit out of like grown men with a metal pipe. It's crazy. She actually possesses like superior physical and like mental capabilities, so that's why she actually is like a superhuman. I don't know like if there's a real story behind it, like because she was born as a normal girl, like you know, obviously she just had a normal mom and a normal dad who were both killed, so like it's weird that she possesses these like superhuman strength and capabilities. But she literally like punches a tree down in the first game and shit. So like she's like a superhero, but I don't really know if there's like a reason for it. Maybe it's explained in this game. Now that she's a protagonist, I don't know. Her name. I know her name. Without asking, it's Iris Sangen. I was introduced before the show started, and she was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November. You read the reports. Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case. Are you okay? Does she look okay to you? I already talked to the other detective. I want to go home already. She's trembling. Do you know the victim? Teleportation. What? The body teleported here from a parallel world, but only half his body was able to make it through. That's why he was split in half. Jeez. His name. His name is Momo Kumakura. He's the leader of the Kumakura gang, which is under the Ujisaki family. I know. The Kumakuras are known for being peculiar, even among Yakuza. But why is their leader at a live stream quiz show? Because he loves Asa. He loves Iris. It was the man sitting next to you. Oh, you mean Chimpei? Chimpei? Chimpei Wagai. That's his name. He was one of the members until just recently. Was? He went clean. Left the life completely. And where is he now? Who knows? The moment we saw the corpse, he flew out the room, white as a sheet. He's probably puking in the toilet somewhere. Do you know the victim? Anyway, it's real fucked up. Even people in my world wouldn't kill someone so gruesomely. That bastard, scaring Tisa like that. Whoever did this better make sure the cops get him before I do. Momo Kumakura. We work in the same building. Oh fuck, I already almost forgot his name. We work in the same building, and you don't know my name? Can't blame you though, you're new. Metro PD Major Crimes, name's Ushadera. Introduce myself. I already know you, no need to say it. Kuroda Ryuki, 23, okay, so he's 23. 23 years old. Due to your excellent marks, you skipped a few grades in the elite private university and graduated at 21. Afterwards, you went through training at the police academy 15 months and were accepted into the Abyss last summer. It's incredibly rare to see anyone get into Abyss without having stepped foot in the crime scene. Don't tell me you slept your way in with Boss. Of course I didn't! I took the formal exam and Boss acknowledged my abilities. You mean your endurance? You're a young guy. Yeah. Boss definitely seems more into the marathons than the sprints. What are you talking about? Hell, Ryuki, when a man and a woman love each other very much. You don't have to explain it, I get it. Any leads?
Unfortunately, nothing yet. HQ still hasn't gotten any reports about the half-body being found. Well, hell, maybe it's never going to be found. What if that body crossed over time and space to get here? It's possible, right? No. But no? He's a detective named Ushidera. Oh, hell yeah, Inspector Kagami, let's go. Ask his name. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just that I had a bad experience. I try not to tell people my name. Well, I'll tell you instead. His name is Kagami. Kagami, huh? Huh? How did you know? Why does this keep happening? Is my name cursed or something? All I can do is laugh now. I told you it's Kagami! I already know his name. I don't think I need to ask again. I'm pretty sure I know his name. I probably don't need to ask. His name is... what was it again? I'm sorry. What was your name? Oh, come on! I'm sure you actually remember. Miniga, was it? Or is it Mimiga? Mimiga, was it? Oh, my mistake. It's Mimigawa, isn't it? It's neither! No need to shout, Kagami. I knew it. Do you know the victim? Jin Fure. Yes, of course I know about him. I actually know him from Two Witter. He cuts through all the bullshit of the modern world. He's insightful, inspiring, in a way. How's the investigation of the body going? Well... What? You still haven't taken DNA samples? Easier said than done. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from the organs. Wait, hey, this is no place for a kid. What do you mean? I mean, you're next to the body. So? So? Well, you could be traumatized for life seeing something like this. I'm fine. I've seen worse. Anyway, you're in the way. Fine. Well, there you have it. So in other words, you don't have anything. An inspector is checking something. Any new intel? Please don't rush me. I'm doing the best I can. Looks like he's just standing to me. Yeah. About the body. Is it true the body appeared out of nowhere? It's hard to believe, but... How are you? It's alright now, because I'm here. Half might. Oh my god, did they just do a My Hero Academia reference? Have no fear! Why? Because I'm here! Half for all, and we are full-time heroes. Are you okay, Mr. Ryuki? I feel like you aren't exactly sound of mind right now. Ryuki can oftentimes get weird like that, like this. He isn't doing well mentally. One of my jobs is to support him. Oh, this is Tama speaking, right? Tama's trivia. Okay. It's a police officer from his jurisdiction. Oh, you can actually scroll that? Interesting. Huh. Okay. Fray to free. Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory. To set free or release. So the phrase could mean something like fight to set free. The esteemed time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th, current time 22, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th. Yesterday morning, there's hardly any blood left on his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground. Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper. Thinner than paper? For example, something with zero thickness, like a 2D surface. There's no such thing. What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut. So this is going to be a little hard to understand. So feel free to skip this if you'd like. Among scientific bonds, there is an intermolecular bond which uses electrons to bond, and the intermolecular bond, which is a bonding of molecules themselves. Intramolecular bonds are stronger than intermolecular bonds. So when something is cut in half, it is usually an intermolecular bond that is severed. However, Jin Furay's body was severed at an intramolecular bond level. That's it for the science part. Please continue to enjoy the main story. That's kind of fun. Actually, I like reading them when they come across like that. His name. I think he introduced himself to me before the show started. His name was Andes Komeji? Andes Komeji, I think. That's a stage name, of course. His real name is Yonoharu Enda. He's a comedian. I've never heard of him before. He must be very... Wait, did you say I heard of him before? I'd never heard of him before. He must not be very good. Oh, I suppose you can do better, asshole? What do you know about comedians? Listen, comedians are doing all their best they can to bring people joy. And here you are, just... Okay, I'm sorry. I know Tama for more than half a year now, but I still have a hard time understanding what sets her off. And I had no idea that that was a sensitive subject. Where am I? Are you still out of it, Mr. Ryuki? This is Studio Devada, and in Minato, Ramponogi. It's a rental studio, mostly used for live streaming, filming, and that kind of thing. About the quiz show. Did you really not understand what you were getting into when you agreed to this? We arrived here right as the stream was about to begin. They made us sit in the contestant seat right away without telling us anything. Well, the title of the show is right there. Faith to Your Face, our special 6-hour, Faith to Face, our special 6-hour live stream marathon brought to you by Amabi TV. Amabi TV is a live streaming internet service for PC and smartphone. The quiz show Faith to Face is one of the shows. It is a highly popular show with everyday people as contestants. Well, isn't that the case for most, game shows? Family Feud, they don't put, famous families on there. They just pull, random Joe Schmoes from, across the world, right? I mean, sometimes they have, Celebrity Family Feud, or even, Jeopardy. They just pull a bunch of, random smart people to, go on Jeopardy. I thought that was the case for most game shows. I mean, you kind of have to win the lottery, so I kind of get it, that, to be on a game show, but actually, funny enough, I met someone that appeared on Jeopardy and won. In real life. I actually met them at a bar. It's the craziest thing ever. And then he basically explained to me how they kind of the whole process of it. Basically there was an interview. There was a bunch of test questions that they had for the contestants or for people to enter the game. There was basically a test you had to take of general trivia, and you had to pass a bunch of them before they could even let you on the show, because obviously they don't want to just have people on there that's not going to answer a single question correctly. They obviously want to bring on the brightest of people, so they asked them. I think there was either 2 or 3 days of quizzing before they brought you in for an interview to be on the show. And then he told me about all the filming of it. It's not actually the craziest thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna get shot for talking about this, but the actual shows of Jeopardy are not filmed on different days. Maybe they do now, I don't know, but and this is probably most of the cases for a lot of film stuff, but it's not filled over multiple days. Even though it seems like it, contestants come on with if a contestant wins on Jeopardy and they come back the next day, they have different clothes. No,
That's not a different day. They were asked, the guy that I met that was on Jeopardy, he told me he needed to bring like 3 or 4 spare sets of clothes to change into for the show because they did all the filming in one day. And that was kind of like a little mind-boggling to me. I was like, whoa, so like nothing's like actually filled over the course of the day. You literally just go off screen, change clothes, and then you start like the next quote unquote days filming. Like that was wild to me. So like he literally said like, no, I was only like in the filming studio for a day. I think he won like twice, and then I think he lost or something. It was something like that, but he was on for like 3 of the days, and he said like he had to change clothes like 3 times, and then when the filming was done, he left. But I don't know, it was kind of like a weird like experience. Like I actually got to meet someone that was on like a live game show television, and it was actually like interesting to learn how they kind of did things, because it's literally not what you expect at all. But of course, like I don't think that's just a Jeopardy thing. I think a lot of like game show TV stuff probably does that. Like, do you think that they're gonna bring back the whole families on Family Feud like the next day? No, they're probably gonna get all the filming done for that like series of games in one day. So the whole family probably had to bring spare sets of clothes. They went behind stage, changed, and then came back, and it's like, hey, it's a new day with Steve Harvey. It's like Steve Harvey's got a new suit on or some bullshit. Like it's all the same day. Like that's probably the most mind-boggling thing about like game shows. We cut the stream, of course, but the camera should have been running when the body appeared. I'm sure all of Japan, or even the world tuning into the internet, is shock right now. Where's the staff to the show? They're being questioned by the police in the waiting room. Mr. Ryuki, aren't you with the police too? Well, yes. Abyss is a high-level investigation police agency. They don't get along well with the regular police officers, and often have a hard time getting them to share information. This man was the one hosting the quiz show earlier, Andy's Komeji. His monitor watching the contestants. His podium used by the host. Big monitor. So says face-to-face. Miscellaneous decorations. Sorry, you kind of do need to like, because like you might miss out on some stuff if you don't like investigate everything. This kind of is like a point-and-click adventure. I know there was like a few like additional stuff you can get from like interacting with people and stuff. What's with the QR code? The thing is, there seems to be an error in the Abyss communication system. We're having issues getting online. What? Come on. What? You got a problem with that? No, not at all. A fight for freedom, huh? What in the world happened yesterday at 6? Evidence marker. Book. The identity of the deceased man has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jin Fray, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co. Ltd. He is also an executive of several IT firms, consulting companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He is quite a successful author. By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me. It's hard to see from here, so here's the image I took earlier. What's this? It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region near the back of his head. It's hard to see because of the hair is in the way, but there is signs of traumatic subconscious hematoma. In other words, there's bruising. I think he got hit with a blunt object. Someone hit him from behind? Probably, but I don't think this wound was fatal. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself. As you can clearly see, the cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive. There's trace of blunt force trauma on the back of Jin's head. It seems unrelated to the death, but... Wait, what is it? This might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something. Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth. Yes, the first molar on his upper jaw was completely removed from its root. Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently. Ryuki, I've got a connection. The QR code link. It leads to the ViewCube page. ViewCube? You mean, yes, the video streaming site. Whose account does it belong to? No idea. It was registered using an alias. Okay, open it. What? I'm sorry, could you please open it? That's better. Okay, so she's like a Dami mommy for sure. She's 100% a Dami mommy. What the fuck? What am I watching? I'm going to fill your mind with subliminal messaging. What's wrong, Ryuki? Uh-oh. 小闯空窗口，现在我手冰淇淋，我喊请冰淇淋，得是收入性需求。I don't know what that's saying, dude. I have no fucking clue what that is saying. 小闯空窗口，现在。Haha, soak my nuts. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Interesting. So it appears that our culprit can travel through space-time. Team Zero Escape Presents. Oh, Team Zero Escape presents. Oh, is that Tama? Oda! Pewter! Oh, there's Hitomi. AI, the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiate. Dude, I'm fucking hyped, dude. Okay, like, seeing all those, like, flashes, we got a lot of new characters, but there's a lot of returning characters, so I'm, like, super pumped.